For this drill, we're going to be doing the continuous tension split squat or lunge position where we're challenging specific ranges of motion to stimulate a little more hypertrophy and skill development in the ranges that we are trying to challenge. So we want to break this up into 3 zones. Let's think of it that way from a range of motion standard. We're going to go down to zone 3, which is the stretched position. We'll work our way up into zone 2, which is the mid position. And then we're going to get into zone 1, which is the shortened position at the highest spot. And we're going to be holding that tension for quite some time. We're going to need a kettlebell or some sort of weight or dumbbell. I would recommend starting easy and then working your way up and challenging so you can progressively overload over time. And we'll also need something to counterbalance us, like a stick, a dowel, a golf club, or holding on to a countertop so that we can really properly load the leg that we're trying to affect. So I'd recommend getting barefoot for this so that we can really get a lot more out of this exercise from a full kinetic chain point of view. But what we'll do is we're going to drop all the way down into that split position. This is the bottom range of motion, and my knee touching the ground would be the end range. So from here, I'm going to prop myself up and then come back down, and then back up and back down. And I'm going to keep stimulating this zone of range of motion because this is zone 3, the end range, or zone 1, whatever you want to call it. And I want to be working this position repetitively until it starts to burn a little too much. I should be feeling a lot through the quad, the hamstring, the glute, a little bit of that adductor. We want to be thinking about the foot itself and smushing the midfoot down into the ground that whole time, keeping our whole entire foot planted and our heel down in the plant leg. And then eventually we got to transition up into zone 2 in that mid-range. I'm not trying to use my back leg as much. I'm trying to really keep things heavy on this lead leg. My pelvis is slightly turned towards the lead leg, so I get this little bit of a hip shift this direction here. Once that starts to burn a little too much, we get into that top zone and we lighten that back foot even more. Never fully locking out. Breathing that whole time. And driving that foot down into the ground over and over again until you've come pretty close to failure.